Donald Trump's legal spokesperson, Alina Habba, has been all over right-wing media on Tuesday night, attacking a witness who's currently on the witness stand. Of course, there's a day off on Wednesday, but Stormy Daniels was testifying throughout Tuesday. She's still currently on the stand, and Alina Habba has gone on right-wing media. She's gone on Fox, and she continues to attack Stormy Daniels. First, I want to show you what Alina Habba is saying. Second, I want to explain to you why I believe Donald Trump having his official legal spokesperson going on cable news and making these statements is a violation of the gag order that is in place, and Donald Trump should be held in criminal contempt, again, in my opinion, for this conduct. Then third, I want to talk about another gag order violation we've identified here at the MeidasTouch network, with which the district attorney has still not yet brought up to Justice Merchan, and I want to explain to you why I think they have not done that yet. But I wonder, based on what I believe to be another gag order violation here by directing his spokesperson to do that, they may be compelled to go in front of Justice Merchan. And fourth, I want to show you what Justice Merchan said to Donald Trump's lawyers at a sidebar, where Justice Merchan said that Donald Trump cursing while Stormy Daniels was on the witness stand constitutes contemptuous conduct that Justice Merchan said he will not tolerate. So this is what Alina Habba said at first in this clip. Alina Habba says that this salacious information by the witness, Stormy Daniels, she says is false. Here, play this clip.
Not care. They went ahead and put salacious information that was frankly false. We know that from words that were said prior to this trial. And now we're sitting here scratching our heads wondering where taxpayer dollars are going. Also, that
here Alina Habba says that Stormy Daniels is not credible as images of Stormy Daniels pop up on Fox. Play this clip.
Will say is this, Sean. When you have inconsistencies with any witness, it speaks volumes. When you pick people that are not credible, it speaks volumes. And
here Alina Habba says that Stormy Daniels' testimony has been discredited for decades and is complete garbage. Here, play this clip.
Because when you're rushing cases, when you're bringing cases that are not true, when you're politically motivated, in time it will show. I always tell the American people, sit tight and wait. What we saw today was a story that I've heard for a decade that is complete garbage. And finally, the facts are coming out and the cases are falling apart like a domino, one at a time. You've seen it.
And here, Alina Habba going after Stormy Daniels one more time. Play this clip.
This case is not about defamation. It is not about a woman. It is about a record-keeping category that was frankly correct, made in Trump Tower by the Trump Organization, somebody in accounting who did nothing wrong, who's never spoken to President Trump, while President Trump was doing what? In the Oval Office, running the country. And
so let's take a look at what the gag order says so you can see that the gag order doesn't just prevent Donald Trump from making statements at witnesses, but it also prevents Donald Trump from directing others to make such statements. Here's what the gag order says. It says, order that the court's March 26, 2024 gag order is amended as indicated below. Defendant is directed to refrain from A, making or directing others to make public statements about known or reasonably foreseeable witnesses concerning their potential participation in the investigation or in this criminal proceeding. Note the language. Making or directing others to make public statements about known or reasonably foreseeable witnesses concerning their potential participation in the investigation or in the criminal proceeding. And by the way, here's a video of Alina Habba where she was on Fox on April 30th, where she acknowledges that the gag order applies to people who are also under the control of Donald Trump, like herself. Play this clip.
And is frustrated because the gag order, I would have you remind the American people, is not just for the president. It was for the president and anybody in his control, campaign, anybody else. How are you supposed to operate? He can't go on the campaign trail, and he's operating at the highest level you've ever seen. Look at the poll numbers.
And here she is acknowledging that she can't attack the judge's daughter because she's also bound by the gag order because she she's viewed as someone who's under the control of Donald Trump because she's his legal spokesperson. Play the clip.
But then you have a judge who we've asked to recuse themselves for reasons that I can't speak to because of the gag order, as we know. And we have this all going on and on and on. And then he turns and makes statements like that. That is the exact reason, Martha, that the defense team has said this judge needs to recuse.
And by the way, here's a photograph of her hanging out with people in Donald Trump's campaign. You see these photos right here of him hanging out with Donald Trump's campaign people, just showing that this was premeditated and intentional. You see the photos right here. Now, my view of this is, and it's unambiguous, that directing others to make public statements is specifically trying to address situations like this, where your official legal spokesperson goes on cable TV. You're paying your legal spokesperson to go on cable TV to put out messages. And the message that your spokesperson is putting out is attacking witnesses. Seems to me to be a very clear-cut violation. In my view, it's actually worse than posting yourself on social media, where it's in a more limited audience on Truth Social, than having your spokesperson go out on Fox and spread this on shows that actually have a lot of viewers. Now, how do I know Alina Habba is Donald Trump's legal spokesperson? Well, this is how I would argue it to Justice Merchan. Here's the press release by Donald Trump. Attorney Alina Habba announced as legal spokesperson and general counsel to Save America Leadership PAC. Today, it says President Donald Trump, but he's the former, but I'll just call him Mr. Trump. Today, Mr. Trump appointed Alina Habba to be his legal spokesperson and general counsel. Quote, Alina has worked diligently and tirelessly on many of the witch hunt cases that have been unfairly brought against Trump, said Steve Chung, the communications director. While the Habba Medeo law firm will continue to assist Trump in certain legal matters, Ms. Habba will withdraw from the New York Attorney General's case, which I don't think she ever did, against the Trump Organization and Trump and other cases in order to devote her time to Save America and her duties as his media representative on all legal matters. Let me repeat again. Her duties will represent him as his media representative on all legal matters. And then she says, it's an honor to be asked by such a leader to help save America. Being able to devote more time to addressing publicly his many legal matters is the privilege of a lifetime, Habba said. The appointment is effective immediately. I mean, it is as clear as can be right there. In my view, it's my opinion, but it seems pretty clear. Donald Trump posted after a disastrous day in trial on Tuesday, great day in court today. I can't believe I'm gagged as the Republican nominee for president from talking about it. My constitutional rights have been taken away. MAGA 2024. So if you want to prove the standard that Trump did this intentionally, willfully, beyond a reasonable doubt, you have Donald Trump's statement complaining about the gag order, which simply limits him from attacking witnesses, attacking the jury, attacking the family members of the district attorney and the judge. Then you had this moment as well that happened in court, which we now have the transcript of. This happened during a sidebar during the testimony of Stormy Daniels. Reporters were unable to see it because it happened outside their presence, but a court reporter was taking this down when Justice Merchan called up Donald Trump's lawyer and said the following. I understand that your client, this is Todd Blanche, Trump's lawyer, goes up to the bench because the judge says, come here. I understand that your client is upset at this point, but he is cursing audibly and he is shaking his head visually, and that's contemptuous. It has the potential to intimidate the witnesses, and the jury can see that. Trump's lawyer goes, I'll talk to him. The court says, so I'm speaking to you here at the bench because I don't want to embarrass him. Todd Blanche, I will talk to him. The court said, you need to speak to him. I won't tolerate it. Todd Blanche, I'll talk to him. The court, one time I noticed when Miss Daniels was testifying about rolling up the magazine and presumably smacking your client. And after that point, he shook his head and he looked down. So that was the background of what happened. Then you have Trump's legal spokesperson who he is paying to speak about his cases goes on Fox and attacks the witness on behalf of Trump. How do I know it's on behalf of Trump or at his direction? Because he directed her to go and make media appearances as his legal spokesperson. And what should be noted here is that she's not serving as his lawyer here. So she can't say, oh, you're just trying to gag me as his lawyer. Her sole role is to attract publicity and to put out statements on his behalf. That's what a legal spokesperson does. I want to then talk about this, though. The court still has not addressed this. The district attorney's office has not addressed it. It's an unambiguous violation of the gag order that Trump engaged in last Thursday. Trump posted this video. You can see right here on his social media platform, he posted this Rumble video. It's a 16-minute video. Trump posted it, but the first 2 minutes are spent bashing Justice Merchan's daughter. And family members are protected by the gag order. They are protected persons where Trump can't attack family members of the judge or the district attorney's office. Just watch for yourself so you can see the moment where you see Trump post this and you see the post is attacking Justice Merchan's daughter. I want to play it, but then I want to explain to you why I think the district attorney has not raised this yet. Play this clip.
Talk to me, Andrew, real quickly. Tell me about this. The judge just, or I think, held Trump in contempt, and I think in court he threatened him with jail time if President Trump continues to bang up against this unconstitutional gag order. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, he's fined him for 9 times of this, and he made him actually remove this. He's making him remove it from his social media. So talk about violating his First Amendment rights on this. And you got to remember, Steve, going back to all this, the gag order that he is violating, that according to the judge, that Donald Trump is violating, is just pointing out the fact that the judge's daughter has profited to the tune of $90 million. That's right, over $90 million from Adam Schiff, Kamala Harris, and other leftists. Over $30 million from Adam Schiff, over $7 million from Kamala Harris, and over $50 million from other Democrats. And Donald Trump cannot point that out during this political prosecution. That tells you everything you need to know.
The reality here is I think the district attorney's office knows that they are winning this case. They know that they're prevailing so far. What they want to avoid is putting Justice Merchan in a position where he will have to find Donald Trump in violation of the gag order as it relates to Justice Merchan's daughter. I think if it was about witnesses or other people, the district attorney's office would feel different. I think they don't want to put Justice Merchan in a position where throwing Donald Trump in jail will be because Trump made a statement about a family member of Justice Merchan, given the amount of attacks Justice Merchan will face from right-wing media and Trump and all of those things. Now, my own view of it, so what? Law and order means law and order, and this is a clear violation. And I don't think that that's what they should be doing, but that's why I think that they are doing it. Finally, I want to share this with you. You have Alina Habba complaining about, oh, all of this salacious information is coming out. Really? How about the stuff that Donald Trump's put out about himself? How about the things that he said over the years? How about this? This seems like salacious stuff. This is out of Donald Trump's mouth. Play this clip.
She does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know.
Okay, Ivanka, what's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that
If I weren't happily married and, you know, her father.
My daughter, Ivanka.
Yeah.
She's 6 feet tall. She's got the best body.
By the way, your daughter.
She's beautiful.
Can I say this? A piece of ass.
Yeah.
She looks more voluptuous than ever.
She's actually always been very voluptuous. She's tall. She's almost 6 feet.
You going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
So I want you to judge for yourself, but I wanted to break it down for you in that way. But let me know how you feel in the comments. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million subscribers together. Have a great day. It's free to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.